All right, Vipers back here with FM 26. It looks like actually our board was happy we just made the group stage, which had nothing to do with. So I'm fine with. Oh, so they're fine with me coming in. Uh, Maybe last. Maybe if I beat Durham, I'll. Oh, Jesus Christ. Durham beat Newcastle. That's crazy. Durham beat Newcastle, which means Man City, if they beat Newcastle, which I assume they will. I wonder what the goal differential is. What was that game? Can we see their recent? I don't know how to see that. Oh, here we go. 3-0. Go back there. And they beat Man City 4-3. Durham. What? You saved all your good stuff for the League Cup. Maybe we won't beat Durham. They're giant slayers in the League Cup. Gonna be crazy. Alright, well that's enough of Durham. Oh, wow. 9 days. I should have probably done this off stream. Yep. Well, she's a wonder kid. She's got lots of stuff going on. We're almost in December. Couple more days, so we're starting to get emails like this where we're getting emails about these players, but we've got that short list and we can just filter by when they're ending. Atkinson got a goal for Ireland. First goals. 2 goals against Slovakia. Human highlight reel, Izzy Atkinson. Fantastic. Looks a little serious. Okay, that's fine to look serious. This is going to be about Atkinson. Fantastic. Good for her. Big fan of Izzy Atkinson. But is she good enough to play? You can terminate the loan. I don't know how to terminate it when she's not injured, but I could terminate the loan. I'm not going to. She's too important as like a backup. Let's keep going. We absolutely have to win the league now. We played so poorly in the League Cup. Not that I expected to beat Man City. It's just we were up 2-0 in that game. I think it's presently uploading to YouTube, so whatever. It'll be there soon. That one took a while for some reason, even though it's not a... Well, it's 55 minutes. Oh, come on. There's always this, like, this is supposed... Why is it this way? Give injection. Available for next match, then out 3 to 4 weeks. Or just leave to physio. Leave to physio. She's out for 2 weeks. Injured in training. Or was she on international duty? I don't know. That's disappointing though. Still, Blades will get a chance to go. And, oh my god. If you think this is my fault somehow, if we come to training, no, not that, this training intensity, I have it so they're not, like, they never have to do double training, they never have to do anything. These girls are just getting they're just getting injured in training, and they don't even train when they're tired or whatever. Jesus Christ. Does this happen in real life? I don't think so. There's a over injury problem in Football Manager for injuries and training. Just 2 of my starting 11. Thank you very much. Remove. And who's going? It looks like Brown is back in, but Brown plays for Roberts. Blades plays up. But Brown come in for Lambourne. Hanlon will come in for Hanlon is the cover for Corbin. She's not in great shape because she played an under 21 game. But still, I don't want Corbin to run into a problem. Let's put her in for Shiva. Who's going on the field? So Blades is going on the field. She's young, so it's all speculative. But she's a good player. Don't worry about it. So Shiva can come back in there. And we need a defenseman. So we're going to go with Rabajan. Of course, she's... and that means we can bring in Lambourne and give her a bit of pay. And let's go to the match. Westrup was injured, now Waldy's injured, so we rarely have our 2D out there at the same time, which sucks. So, oh wow, this is an unusual... This is unusual, played by the AI. I haven't seen this one for a while. I'm still gonna do my thing against the DRs and everything, so let's do that. And DL, here we go. Wow, yeah, so tightly mark these guys, always. And tightly mark, I'd say, wow, I can't tightly mark the whole team. This is a 4-4-2. This is a classic from years past. I'm gonna tightly mark the middle two there though. And go with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna hard tackle anyone here, but I'm sure the media has been critical lately. We lost 2 League Cup games and kind of suck. I don't specifically remember having problem with this team, so I can remember players that have lit me up in the past, but I don't remember this team. We just gave the ball away there stupidly to start the highlight. Oh, I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they do that. But it came all the way back to Finn, thankfully. Atkinson fresh off, scoring for country. Okay, you used up all your luck for Ireland. Thank you very much. That was way over the net. Come on, let's do some work here. Not this. Oh, I feel bad for the fans who paid to be here. This is not an exciting game by the looks of it. We're away. This is much bigger than our stadium. But there's not a lot of people here. That's kind of upsetting. I won't ask the board. Oh, Priscilla. She hasn't scored in the last couple of games, so it's nice for her to get back on the board. Not really. I mean, she has a goal bonus in her contract. But this is a good play by McInnes to put that back up front. Stapleton kept them all onside here. So... yeah, you can ask the board for things like new stadiums and things like that, but you're not going to do that before you sell out. This, how many people can come to ours? 1,250 or something? And we don't sell out. There's a certain build it and they will come type of thing, but they're not coming to these people. But if you get into the Champions League for the women, those games are big money, so we'll see. Luonga gonna take a shot there. It's a low percentage shot, but the goalie saved it. She was going near post, which is what you should do rather than missing far side, but she should put that on the ground. The goalie's got to stick out her leg and you might get a rebound. Like, if you shoot it hard on the ground, the goalie can't, from that close, the goalie can't get down in time to catch it. You got to put it hard on the ground there. They stick out their leg. You might get a corner. You might get a rebound. But it's a higher percentage play than putting it high because she can just whack it away with her hand. So you're unlikely to get a rebound is what I'm saying. I scored a lot of goals and it's all relative. I scored against British Columbian boys age 17 and 18, kind of thing. 16, 17, 18. Through all my teenage years. So, yeah, shoot that on the ground. What am I going to say, though? Like, yeah, just keep doing the same thing. Because we didn't play awesome there. Oh my fucking God. Well, she's off the team at the end of the year anyways, but, thanks for making your departure look even better. You've made some terrific saves, but that was fucking insane. Wow. That's all you have to remember is that at the last Women's World Cup, there was a tremendous number of own goals scored, and I'm not talking about where the ball deflected off a defense lady or whatever defenseman, whatever. I'm talking about the defenseman passing it back to the goalie who was not in any position to receive the pass and just putting it in their own net. I'm talking they shot it into their own goddamn net. It happened 4 or 5 times at the last Women's World Cup. So that was less egregious, but it's not good. And, well, you think you'd turn around and take a shot there, but this highlight is not over. Okay, here we go. The 4-4-2 is a good formation. Like, it's a decent formation. So you can see that you've got a lot of people to go through down the side, a lot of people to go through down the middle. So it's 4-4-2 was the epic in all previous FM games, but it is not popular here. Maybe it should be. This team is killing us. You fucking idiots. Blades is in bad shape. Brown can play up. You know what? Fuck it. Anyone playing poorly? Apparently not, but come on. I don't want to take Atkinson. Let's get some fresh legs out there, I guess. It's not like she's done well this game. So, just allowed to. I mean, it's a good shot. .442 is a very, 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 very good. Like, it's good. It's good. I don't think it's the meta anymore, but it's tough to break down. What do you mean offside? Didn't that go off their own player? I want to see that again. What do you mean offside? Kitching went all the way down here, played the ball back. Did it go off our own player who was offside? Come on, show us the... It used to show us those disallowed goals. Is there... Am I missing something here? Finn is gasping for air. We still have a chance to draw. Where are you, Shiva? I know you're here somewhere. There you go. Get out there. Shiva, Lavanga, come on, come on, come on. Let's do something here. Let's do something exciting. Kitching, Shiva, her subs are having fun. And a cross in by Roberts. And Priscilla. Priscilla, we draw the game. I guess we could win. There's still like probably 6 minutes left or something. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. I don't know if very attacking what makes a a huge difference. Your people make riskier passes. They're trying to play for the win. They're going crazy trying to play for the win. So it can bite you in the ass. It can absolutely bite you in the ass. And I'm not saying that was a result of going very attacking. Just getting fresh legs on the pitch. And we had 6 minutes left and we didn't manage to pull out a win. But that late, we should have won that game, right? 7 shots on net. You'd like more than 2 of them to go in. Our goalie gave them a goal. Okay? Think about that. But I'm still going to consider this a win because I expected to lose, but Priscilla came back with a goal in the 88th minute. So, and I haven't seen the 4-4-2 in the game yet before, so, like in this version of the game. So that was a treat to see a 4-4-2, even though it's really tough. Yeah, I'm going to get mad at them, and I don't care if you're not happy. So we're in the lead, but not securely in the lead. We have 25 out of a possible 30 points. It's good. It's good, but not fantastic. And they're on a heater, I guess, Nottingham, so maybe I should have thought about that. And they're not that far down the table. They were at 15 points before this. She's only pleased you can be very happy. So if they're very happy, you don't have to say anything. Although if you go into a conversation, you have to say something. I don't talk about other teams or other players, man. Come on. Dale, you're going to play a bit more. I'm going to try and sell you in January. Honestly, Dale should have played that game, actually. Is that Scar or Dale being pissy? It was Dale. When I go to overview, shouldn't it go to... I guess I hit that. I'm gonna try and sell you. So yeah, I'll put you on. Stop whining. Even though Priscilla and Lavanga have finally got their cohesion, and we'll see if it would. The next game's only a few days away, so. But it's the League Cup game. Who cares? And Lavanga is injured. 2 to 4 days. Well, she's not playing next game anyways, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sign her to a new deal before the January transfer window opens, and a few days before that, because they think about it for a few days. So I don't want another team to come and grab her. And probably after this spate of games here, maybe on the the 15th after our FA Cup game, which I hope we win. I'll play that one next week, and then we'll look and see about the players we resign, and then I'll pick it up after that. You go all the way to, you got a long trip there. That's another international break, I would guess. I mean, at Christmas and holidays, maybe the women get more time off than the men, but the men play on like Boxing Day and shit. So I don't know if it's an international break for the women or not. That's a pretty long layoff, though. Coming up. I want to see training. I didn't do all of them. I just did some. So we've got. You want match review because you want team cohesion, and this gives team cohesion. And there's not a lot of use doing stuff after the FA Cup game because you get a lot of changes to your schedule, so I'll wait. Oh my god. What is happening? Well, 1 to 2 days is not bad, but you probably missed the game. McKinney's now, like, who, how, what? The ever-living fuck is happening in training? Do players in real life get injured this much at training? Alright, so McInnes is now out. Anyone back in? No. Waldy's not ready. Gomez is not injured. She's out for a couple more days. And Lavanga is injured. She can't even be on the bench when you're injured like that. Which means we don't even have 9 subs. Luckily, Shiva and Kitching can play anywhere on the pitch. I'm going to put Kitching in here, though. And Roberts is back in time to play this game. She was injured for 1 or 2 days. A little save here, and we will play this game, and then we'll take a break, and I'll start making plans for who I'm going to re-sign and whatnot. I'll discuss that in the next episode. Let's get back to our winning ways and win a frickin' game here, ladies. Now, I know we have a lot of people that are injured, so let's tightly mark all these guys. Actually, this is a very aggressive play style. And of course the striker, and we'll go hard on these guys again. And we'll do that. Look, they're all starting to drink the Kool-Aid now except Priscilla. What the hell? It is snowing at our pitch. This is our home game. And this will be interesting. So An orange football. Don't see that very often. Done everything I want here. Looks like a... When I see an orange ball, I think of basketball, so this is a bit weird, kicking a basketball around the field. Here we go, Atkinson. Let's see. Plays it across. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Dale is there for the goal. May look like Dale and Scar are good. And they're decent. They're okay for this league. They're okay. Okay. But that's not really enough to win the league. She brings it. I think Priscilla might have been offside, so if Priscilla had tapped that, it might have gone offside. Are we ever gonna win on this? I should explain my tactics. I don't remember if I did that in the first episode. Oh, close. Can we do something else? We don't have Lavonga on the field, so no. Those kind of crosses, we need Lavonga on the field. Okay, here's Kitching with no Lavonga, so let's see what happens. Comes back to Kitching. She could have turned and took a shot there. I think she should have. You pass it back like this to stretch out the team a little bit. I don't, because all their players were back, right? So, and given what my goalie did last time, I don't want them coming all the way out here like this. But see, their team's a lot more stretched out, so that's why you pass it back. But I still don't enjoy passing it back. And Atkinson shouldn't have taken that. It should have been Corbin. So, like, ball should be going to Corbin, and Corbin should be playing it up to Atkinson. I don't know why Atkinson playing so far back. Odell stepped around her. Check. Nice. Very, 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 very nice goal by Dell. But like I said, I played Dell and Scar. I didn't have Lavonga last year, so I alternated them between games. Dell had the highest rating in the league, an average of 8.4, because she scored a lot of goals, and still no team would pick her up in January. And this is a problem with having no lower leagues. If the lower leagues were in, then whichever league is below this, I can't remember what it is, would buy one of the players from the team that wants Dell. They would sell one of their crappier players down. I would be selling Roberts, Shiva. I'd be clearing out wages. I'd be clearing out players. You can only have 25 players on your team. I'd be doing all that so that I could open up space for a good player. But nobody can do that. There's no lower leagues in the game right now. I don't know if they're ever going to add the lower leagues for women. They have to add them for men, because the hero's journey in Football Manager is one of the best things to do. To take a team from VNS or VNN and take them all the way to the Premier League and win the Champions League and do all that stuff. That's the journey most people want to take. I had a wonder kid. So I always play Oxford City because I like their kit, and I've played them since the first. Way to go, Roberts. We don't have somebody to cover for you, do we? We do, of course. So we'll do that. Blades is Blade's played in an under 21 team, so she has a good excuse for. Woo! Our goalie made a good save there. Do we have to forgive her for giving the ball away? Alright. Heppel is somebody that lit me up in the past. So we're doing okay. So I'm gonna have to tell them that, and let's see what happens here. But yeah, we can't sell Dale, Scar, whatever. Nobody has wage budget, nobody has the room, no lower leagues. I'll stop talking about it. I complain about it all the time. And they had to get the ball. They had to get the game out. They're owned by Sega or whoever, and they didn't get time. Well, I'm not real pleased with that goal. Went off Maloney. We'll see the shot again. I'm not happy with it. Yeah. She's not. Yeah, my next goalkeeper's going to be tall with high, good reflexes. Don't love this, although they started with the ball, so maybe we'll take it away from them. And we did. Dale took it. Dale's having quite the game. I may look like she's a superstar, but she's not. And can Priscilla do something? Atkinson with a goal. Beautiful. That was a great goal. Great pass by Priscilla to hold it up a little bit at the line. Great play. So now we're 3-1. I'm happy they scored a goal, but I don't want. I hate 2-goal leads. That comes from my NHL fandom. 2-goal leads are terrible. And we had a 2-goal lead against Manchester, for example, and ended up losing that 5-3. Oh, come on. Oh, what a save. See, okay, Maloney makes those kind of saves. So I'm going to forgive her for passing the ball to the other team and leading to a goal, because that was a great save. That was a really good save. Anyone dying out there? Not really yet. Let's see. Around 75 minutes if anyone is dying. Oh, we got a highlight. And Atkinson is open. She's fantastic. So let's see what happens. Puts a cross in. We don't have Lavonga on the field, which is where she would have headed that into the net. And another goal for Atkinson. Gotta love her. That ball came over everyone and fell to her foot. I think that was probably intentional by Jessica to pass it to Atkinson, so I'm going to give that a 5-star pass. Because surely that's not a cross, right? Well, you know what I mean. For a header. Very good. I'm feeling fantastic now. What? Nobody is. There goes Finn. And Chiva. Get her on the field. If you show up on the field, you get paid like your regular wage. I'm going to make a couple more subs. Although, if you take Atkinson off now, people start getting pissy about the fact you took them off while they were available for a hat trick. But I'm going to do Blades. It's going to come... Yeah, Scar can play advance right. And I'm just going to make that. I'm going to let Izzy try and score a hat trick. Build up is good here. Oh, beautiful pass by Izzy. Not quite the finish I would want from Priscilla, but we get a second chance at it, and it comes out for a throw-in. Are they going to show us the throw-in? Nope. So that was the end of that. Yeah, Priscilla should have scored there. We're coming down to the final minutes. There's no way we lose or draw this game, so I'm fine with whatever happens, but score some more goals. Why not? Oh, Westrup just let that one. Did Westrup go to kick that one and just miss it or something? That was kind of crazy looking. And a nice 4-1 win over Durham. We have to play Durham again in the League Cup, which we don't care if we win because... Oh, this was the League Cup. Okay, that's fine. Winner... Why did... just don't even give us the options of the other stuff. Because you might accidentally click one of those and make your whole team pissed off. So there we go. We got 3 points. We finished ahead of Newcastle. But... Oh, Man City must have let Durham up. Or they let Newcastle up the first game. Can I see the games here? Let's look at Newcastle and see. Oh. No, they only lost 2-1. Can we see Group A? Can we see the goal differentials? Oh, we just did Newcastle. Oh, Durham lost because we just crushed them. Oh. Yeah, we crushed Durham. We had a 3-goal, -3 for Durham. Man City probably had, and that probably put them at +1, and Man City has +2 or something. Oh, geez. Well, sorry, Durham. We took out your. But look at the teams going up. This is all teams that. Well, what happened here? I don't know if Brighton was the expected winner there, but Man City was expected to win. Liverpool, Aston Villa, Spurs. It's all good. So that's it for today, I think. I'll do the conference. Well, I'm going to praise Izzy. She's already very happy. Can't get more than very happy. What did he say about it? Basically, we knocked them out of the tournament. They might have won. Lavonga injured does give Scar a chance to... Lavonga injured does give Scar a chance to play again in the next game. But like I said, Dale and Scar both had very good goal tallies, had great games, good average ratings, and you can't trade them in the January transfer window, and they're not good enough to keep. Now, there's a certain thought that you could re-sign them and then sell them in the off season when salary cap space and stuff might open up. But the fact that Casey Fair becomes available kind of shows that teams don't have cap space. Even in the summer, they signed. You saw those Wonder Kids were signed, and mostly of them to long contracts. They sign longer contracts than I do. Now I send Priscilla and whatnot to 3-year deals because they're Wonder Kids. They're gonna be really good in the game. But like Roberts, how then the 9 hells did she have a 2-year deal, for example? I only signed Waldy to a 1-year deal because she's good for this league, not good enough for the next one. Not if you want to try and win it. But I'm going to leave us there. We'll see who I decide to re-sign. I mean, it's only going to be Corbin. I mean, look at her potential. She's not on the Wonder Kid list, though. Rabajon is not worth this amount of money. Atkinson's way down here. Is she good enough to play in the next league? So I'm going to have to do some investigating on the Wonder Kid list, see if I can get a good advanced mid left to replace Atkinson, which would be insane. She's been so good for us, but she doesn't like big games. And as much as she plays well, she's a full star ahead of where Ellen Jones is, basically. They have the same potential, but Ellen Jones doesn't move the highlight reel like Izzy does. Screw it, you can leave the video. Please leave a like and subscribe and everything if you want to right now. I don't want to leave yet. So if I go to recruitment shortlist, come on. No laggy. And let's look at expires again here, and she would only be a defensive mid. She's got marking, tackling. She's can't jump. She's not short. None of these players move the needle. Because I'm looking for jumping, heading. I need more of it. At least Cortana, she's really fast. But she plays AMR. I want a left-footed shot on the left. She's only right foot. She's fast. She'll be a decent one, but she's so short. She's never going to head the ball. So here's a player that is coming up, and she's a defender from Guatemala. Decent pace. We'd like to work on it a little bit. That's not fast. It's kind of low average for the next league, which is where we're going to be. She has some jumping reach. She's relatively tall. She's still a Wonder Kid, and she's short. She's only 22, so she could get these stats up a little bit. And she's not signed for next season. So what I'm going to do is in January, I don't have any money, so I can't ask them to scout the player. I think the scouting budget is used up. Yeah, do the scouts have any money? No, we have $7,400. How much would it cost? 3.4. She is probably the best option we have for free. Here's another. We can pick up 2 defenders because we have no one for next year. This person is fantastic. So we have defenders. I'm not going to re-sign either of my defenders. I'm not going to re-sign Westrup. I can come and sign these people for 0. Right? We're in first place in January, the transfer window. We're in first place. People will talk to us that won't talk to us even right now. The transfer window is a whole different ball game. They haven't signed with their team. We're in first place. Very good chance we're going to get promoted. Players will talk to you who wouldn't talk to you before. So I could sign an end of the year contract. It's entirely possible we may have to wait until July 1st to sign her, or in the off season when we've got promoted, before their contract's up, we can still go and try and sign them. But somebody else may do that in the meantime. Now, until they sign that contract, okay. So what will happen is a player will in January will sign a contract for the end of the year. But until that contract actually starts, this is how much power the players have. The player can go to another team and say, this is what this team offered me. And the player can sign a different contract. And until that contract actually starts, it's not actually... It's kind of an option, I guess, for the player, not the team. The team is dedicated to it. But the player can step out of that contract into a new contract. So even though they signed a contract with another team, you can try and overcome it and just kind of see what you can do. So, not all is not lost. But here's another defensive mid, though. Can you imagine all these jumpers, like this person, defensive mid, passing, look at heading, oh my god. You want this person, probably as a defender because she doesn't have good dribbling, and defender mid has to dribble a little bit. So if we scroll up here back to this other 16, can she play no. You'd have to play defensive mid. They can only play defensive centers. And then get Casey for, a forward, for a striker, to play with Lavanga and Priscilla. But there's no jumpers. Maybe I should add Why can't you add what their best foot is? Where would that be? You can't. You just have to hope somebody that plays AML left kicks with their left foot. In the NHL, there's so many left shots that right shots are a premium. And in the football world, everybody kicks with their right foot. So I don't see any AMLs. Like, there has to be an AML better than Lizzie. Or Izzy, rather. Sorry. And I'm not seeing one. We're going to need a wingback right. We have a decent young player there, though. So if we go by transfer value and we look for AMLs, to someone like, well, she can't jump. I'm looking for jumping. Only 20K, Mexican, 19, not tall. I also need a goalie. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have $500,000 to play with. Some of that will be for wages. Let's try this. See if anyone reasonable price pops up. Where's the first one I would spend money on, given my low budget? Kicks right. Can't afford. Damn, AMLs are at some kind of premium here. Might be the best option. $20K. We could definitely afford her. That might be, that's like a display error. It could be 40 or 50. But still, for a wonder kid, it's probably worth it. She's not tall, but she's not short, and she has 12 jumping. For crosses that get past Lavanga, Priscilla, and Fair over to her, Izzy can do it. So Gonzalez could do it. And you can see she's less valuable than Izzy right now because she plays in Mexico, and also that she's quite young. So could break the bank on that. She's super fast. Good, decent long shots and everything. So poor heading though. All right, well, I'm not going to bore everyone with this. I'm going to do that off screen. All right, thank you. Bye.